Courage is not the absence of fear but the triumph over it, Nelson Mandela once said. These words hold the key to unlocking our truest potential. They speak to the heart of what it means to be alive, to dare, to dream, to rise above our fears. We all have dreams simmering within us, fueled by passion and longing, yet often fear stands guard, whispering doubts and urging us to retreat into comfort. Courage is not reserved for the extraordinary few. It is a muscle we all possess, one that grows stronger with each act of bravery. It's the quiet voice urging us to take one more step, to speak our truth, even when our voice trembles. Think of Malala Yousafzai, who dared to challenge extremism for the right to an education, or Nelson Mandela, who fought for equality and justice, enduring decades of imprisonment. Their stories, though extraordinary, are fueled by the same courage that resides within each of us. Because in the arena of life, it is not the critic who counts, but the one who dares to step in, heart open, ready to live a life defined by courage, purpose, and joy. Courage is a journey, not a destination. It is a path we walk every day, in the small moments and the grand gestures. It is the decision to get up after a fall, to try again after a failure, to keep moving forward even when the road is tough. It is the strength to face our fears, to confront our doubts, and to challenge the status quo. It is the willingness to be vulnerable, to open our hearts, and to embrace the unknown. Courage is not just about grand acts of heroism, it is also about the everyday acts of bravery that often go unnoticed. It is the single mother who works 2 jobs to provide for her children. It is the student who stands up to a bully. It is the person who speaks out against injustice, even when it is unpopular. These acts of courage, big and small, are what shape our lives and our world. They are what give us the strength to keep going, to keep fighting, and to keep believing in ourselves and in each other. Courage is not a one-time event, it is a way of life. It is a commitment to living with integrity, to standing up for what we believe in, and to never giving up on our dreams. It is the recognition that we are all capable of greatness, that we all have the power to make a difference, and that we all have the courage within us to change the world. So, let us embrace our fears, let us rise above our doubts, and let us dare to live a life of courage, purpose, and joy. Because in the end, it is not the critic who counts, but the one who dares to step into the arena, heart open, ready to live a life defined by courage, purpose, and joy. Let us be the heroes of our own stories, the champions of our own dreams, and the architects of our own destinies. Let us be the ones who dare to dream, to believe, and to achieve. Because in the heart of daring, we find the true essence of what it means to be alive. And in that essence, we find the strength to overcome any obstacle, the courage to face any challenge, and the power to create a life of meaning, purpose, and joy. So let us dare to be brave, let us dare to be bold, and let us dare to be the best versions of ourselves. Because in the heart of daring, we find the true essence of what it means to be alive. History whispers tales of ordinary individuals who achieved extraordinary things, driven by courage. These stories remind us that we too are capable of greatness. Consider Rosa Parks, whose simple act of defiance sparked a movement. Think of Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different scientific fields. These pioneers remind us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. Their stories are guideposts, illuminating the path for those who dare to dream and strive for a better tomorrow. In their triumphs and setbacks, we find echoes of our own journeys, reminders that we are part of a lineage of courage. Courage doesn't always make headlines. It often unfolds quietly in the everyday moments of our lives. It's the single parent working 2 jobs to provide for their children. It's the student who overcomes learning disabilities, dedicating countless hours to achieve academic success. It's the individual battling a chronic illness, facing each day with strength. These acts of courage may not inspire documentaries, but they are no less remarkable. They remind us that true bravery resides in the quiet resilience we summon each day. For within each of us lies a wellspring of strength, waiting to be tapped, a reservoir of resilience ready to be unleashed. Fear is a powerful force. It can paralyze us, keep us tethered to the familiar, and prevent us from pursuing our dreams. But beyond fear lies freedom. When we choose courage, we break free from the shackles of self-doubt. We step into the fullness of who we are meant to be, embracing the journey of growth. This journey is not about eradicating fear, that's impossible. It's about befriending it, acknowledging its presence, and choosing to move forward anyway. When we allow fear to dictate our choices, we relinquish our power. But when we choose courage, we reclaim that power, stepping into life with authenticity and vulnerability. For in the pursuit of our dreams, it is not the absence of fear that defines us, but the courage we summon to move forward, even when we are afraid. The transformative power of courage is deeply rooted in our biology. When we face our fears and choose courage, our brains release dopamine and endorphins. This surge of positive reinforcement encourages us to continue taking risks. Studies show that practicing courage can rewire our brains, strengthening resilience and reducing fear. This understanding empowers us to approach courage as a skill we can cultivate through practice. Just like we train our bodies, we can train our minds to be more courageous, building our capacity to face challenges. Courage is not about avoiding failure. It's about embracing it as part of the growth process. When we dare to pursue our dreams, setbacks are inevitable. But it's in those moments of perceived failure that we cultivate resilience. Resilience is about acknowledging the fall, feeling the weight of disappointment, and choosing to rise again. It's about learning from our mistakes and continuing to move forward with renewed determination. When we view setbacks as stepping stones, we transform our relationship with failure. This shift in perspective is crucial for cultivating courage. For in the grand tapestry of life, it is not the absence of falls that defines us, but the grace with which we rise again. Courage thrives in connection, in the support of those who believe in us. Surrounding ourselves with a community of like-minded individuals is essential for cultivating courage. These individuals act as mirrors, reflecting back to us our own strength and resilience. Their belief in us fuels our own, providing the strength to keep going. This sense of belonging creates a safe haven where we can be vulnerable and receive encouragement. It's in the embrace of community that our courage is nurtured, our spirits are lifted, and our dreams are given wings. The pursuit of any dream begins with a single step. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the magnitude of our aspirations. But as the old adage goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Courage is about taking small, consistent actions that move us closer to our goals. This approach allows us to build momentum and gain confidence with each small victory. It reminds us that progress, not perfection, is the key. So embrace the power of small steps, and trust that with each step you take, you are moving closer to the realization of your dreams. When we choose courage, we transform our own lives and inspire those around us. Our willingness to embrace vulnerability and pursue our dreams creates a ripple effect. Our courage becomes a beacon of hope, illuminating the path for others. It reminds them that they, too, are capable of overcoming challenges. This ripple effect is a testament to the interconnectedness of our human experience. When we choose courage, we contribute to a collective shift towards a world where vulnerability is embraced. Your courage has the power to inspire and transform lives, one act of bravery at a time. Each choice we make, every act of courage, contributes to the tapestry of our lives. It's a story shaped by our experiences, our values, and our belief in ourselves. As we continue to make courageous choices, we write a story that is both inspiring and empowering. This is the legacy of a life lived with courage, a legacy of authenticity and resilience. It's a legacy that extends far beyond our own lifespan, inspiring future generations. With each courageous choice, you add a vibrant thread to the tapestry of your life, creating a legacy that will continue to inspire. In the end, it is not the years in our lives that count, but the life in our years. And a life lived with courage is a life lived to the fullest. So I invite you to embrace the power of courage. Dare to dream big, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to pursue your passions. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Dare greatly, for it is in the arena of life that we discover the true depth of our strength and the boundless capacity of the human heart. Live fully and create a life that is both meaningful and extraordinary.